Moving on, shortstop number 7 of 2024 for Scout the Stat Line, Starlyn Caba traded over to the Miami Marlins. He is currently ranked 36 overall. This is an interesting profile, Doc. Didn't have a great season after being traded. His peak projections have him at 104.4 WRC plus, 248 average, 343 on base percentage, a 386 slug, 14 home runs, 31 stolen bases. But I want to highlight this just before I toss it over to you. At A ball with the Phillies in 2024, I think that may be a mistake, but I'm going to read it off anyways. 26 games, a 179 average, a 304 on base percentage, a slug of 189, no home runs, 13 stolen bases. As of now, it doesn't look like he played in Miami. I'll double check that after I pass it off to you.
That appears to be accurate. Yeah, that is accurate. They got him in the they got him in a Jesus Luzardo deal.
Okay.
Did you know that Jesus Luzardo was traded to the Phillies?
Yes, and I want to say it happened this off season, but
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not know Luzardo was traded.
yes,
Which is hilarious, dude. It was like they traded him on Christmas. This was like December
dirty move.
22nd. Guys, I'm doing stuff. All right, I'm busy. Here's the problem. I'm actually so out on Luzardo. That is the reason.
Same. Yeah,
I'm
same.
just so out. That it is 100% why. Trust me on everything else, folks. Other than Luzardo news. Okay, so Caba, yeah, I've looked into this profile repeatedly because people will keep busting his name out. I know he was a big. I know he was a big popper. He was popping on the STS model last year, and that was largely due to. I mean, frankly, he's got great contact skills. I mean, let's look at what they were. Yeah, even at A ball, still 87% contact. That's elite.
That's still good, yeah.
So he'll be okay, probably. It is very strange. The numbers you're reading are correct. 26 games. This is a perfect example of small sample size. It's weird, yeah. 179, 304. It makes me wonder what kind of contact that is, though, right?
Yes.
It's because he's hitting the ball. He is listed at 5'9", 160. Maybe that is closer to who he is and what he is. He's 19. We'll see what kind of projectability there is on that frame. And so, I mean, what do the stolen bases look like? Pretty good, right? So he's probably a small, fast guy. This is someone who's going to have to make sure he can, say what you will about. Let's try someone else. Peyton Aylays. Or Caleb Durbin. Say what you will about these high contact guys. We're concerned about their power. If you can generate a high average and a high OBP in the minors, it indicates you know how to play baseball. If you're making a lot of contact and you're only busting out a 179 average, it is concerning. But again, small sample size, pretty young guy. He was 18 last year, so we're gonna go ahead and I guess if you want to give one more reason I'm concerned. What team did he just get traded to?
Miami.
The Miami Marlins. It's not great, folks. I'm just not going after him. He's not my guy. But again, with all these kids, I'm rooting for him to prove me wrong.
Yeah, and I think just the reminder before we move on, right? You talked about Durbin and Aylays. Those guys are 25 years old, and Caba's 19. If you give Caba 5 more seasons to develop the major leagues, I bet you we're just as excited.
Right? I mean, maybe, but at the same time, I don't think either. Aylays is actually weird. I basically was just trying not to say Durbin's name, but Durbin, he didn't give you 100 average season. He was always pretty solid at the average.
That's fair.
But yeah, again, so young. We'll see what happens. The speed seems really exciting. I'd love to know his metrics on the speed. Sorry to cut you off, but I guess just real quick. One thing, Fangraphs, tell me the caught stealing here. Here we go. So yeah, we'll see what happens. He's just the data is incomplete, but the contact rates are interesting enough where I'd buy the dip. But I think that his brand name has gotten a little big at this point, to be honest, bigger than what you should be paying for him.
Yeah, in the 26 games at Clearwater for A ball, it was 13 stolen bases to 4 caught stealing. So right, not enough data for us to be like, oh, see, he doesn't have the speed. It's really in that gray area.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.